And you guys, I have to say, I can't believe I missed it. I can't believe I missed it. I was absolutely freaking out when I realized that I missed this. So you may or may not know the name Jean-Luc Brunel. If you don't know who that is, you should watch the series that we were working on, the Epstein series. It's positively disgusting. He's one of the more sinister characters in the Jeffrey Epstein trafficking and rape scandals. In December of 2020, Jean-Luc Brunel was arrested at the Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris. Obviously, down went Epstein, down went his network, and down went Jean-Luc Brunel. He was taken into custody on counts of rape and sexual assault on a minor under the age of 15, rape and sexual assault on a minor over 15, sexual harassment, criminal associations, human trafficking, to the detriment of minor victims for the purposes of sexual exploitation. Now, when that court case, which they tried to hush up, that Virginia Giuffre had against Ghislaine Maxwell, when that got unsealed, it was revealed that she said that Epstein had bragged that he had slept with over 1,000 of Brunel's girls, referring to the modeling agency that he ran. And what also became public was that for Jeffrey Epstein's birthday, Jean-Luc Brunel flew out 12-year-old triplets from Paris to Epstein to have his way with them. 12-year-old triplets from Paris, okay? Like I said, positively disgusting, a true villain. And why were him and Jeffrey Epstein so close? Well, because in 2005, Jeffrey Epstein gave him the seed money for him to start the modeling agency MC2 in Paris, okay? Of course, where were the models scouted from? Eastern Europe. Apparently, there's also no other place to scout models from but a war-torn Eastern Europe, following the Yugoslav Wars. But what I had somehow missed is Jean-Luc Brunel, what he was doing before Epstein had money. I can't honestly, I just missed this. Jean-Luc Brunel had legs in the United States, America. He was actually the founder, alongside his brother Arnaud Brunel, of a modeling agency in New York City.
What just happened to his hair?
Next Modeling Management.
What?
Yes, the one run by Faith Cates, where Erica Kirk was mysteriously involved in quote-unquote modeling apartments. Jean-Luc Brunel and his brother founded the Next Modeling Corporation. And from that spun the Next Modeling Management modeling agency. Kate took a piece of that as well, and they were working together. So
what the?
From this, okay? It was later discovered that underage foreign models,
how did the ball get over here?
Recruited from MC2 were being housed in.
Where did the ball come from? That's what I'm asking.
Jeffrey Epstein and Jeffrey Epstein's brother, while they were on work visas,
He stumbled thingy.
susceptible to use of living in their houses, and this is precisely.
Hey, that's where the ball came from.
With Next Model
What is happening?
She was in charge of modeling apartments for underage models, okay? This, I believe, would explain her real estate contribution.
What in the...
What we got was a white building on the Upper East Side.
Can I fly?
In the 60s.
Am I gonna be flying?
We were told, interestingly enough, we discovered that Mark Epstein owned just such a building. We had wondered if that was a specific white building, which was run by him, owned by him, pardon me. And I want you to be clear, the model apartment system is not a fringe theory. It's fact. In fact, there is a current class action lawsuit that's making its way through the court system right now against Next Model Management. They're named as the defendant alongside MC2, Jean-Luc Brunel's agency, named as defendants. And the crux of the lawsuit is how they would put these models, these underage models, in these quote-unquote model apartments. I don't know if we can click through and show that somewhere, if you are able to pull that up and so people can follow this lawsuit. But they're saying they were charged, they were effectively charged for staying in the apartments by having their payments deducted for the modeling agencies. Paychecks up to 70%, which kept them dependent as underage workers, while the industry completely controlled their work, completely controlled their money, their access, their housing. Like I said, Jean-Luc Brunel, who is now dead, and Next Model Management, which he started with Faith Kids, are both listed as defendants in these allegations, which span back decades. It also covers the time in which Erica was allegedly working with the firm. It starts in one model says in 2002. I was there. So I'm going to ask a question now that is on everyone's minds at this point.
How many subscriptions are you paying for? With Rocket Money, canceling subscriptions is as easy as pressing a button. Go to the reoccurring...
Was Charlie Kirk murdered by the state, the deep state, to protect Epstein's global trafficking network? Because that would sensibly pull together all of the threads here. The themes of France, of course, the United States,
He didn't break
and Israel.
anything, dude.
The Rothschilds being Jeffrey Epstein's employers. Jeffrey Epstein, his French Ghislaine Maxwell, the Maxwell family, his modeling world through which he trafficked victims from Eastern Europe, from impoverished war-torn areas. Jean-Luc Brunel's model agency, by the way, I should mention, still operates in Tel Aviv, by the way. Rothschilds pride themselves on having created the state, the modernization of State of Israel.
That's pretty deep.
This can't all be a coincidence. It cannot all be a coincidence. Now we are learning that there are global forces that were in the audience that day. Like I said, I knew that from the very beginning. That's what was happening. This military operation. I believe, I think people who watch the show believe that Charlie was targeted. I do not believe, and I want to be clear here, that his relationship with Erica Kirk was ever real. I am firm on that point now. Okay? Charlie was targeted.
Jumping in one was a big
Rather, I would say his life was exactly what the Mossad agents described.
Getting out of the water
to
was
60 Minutes
a
in their
really
interview.
big mistake.
Their ability to infiltrate, whereupon they cast themselves as the actors, the directors. You guys remember this clip. Take a listen.
We have an incredible array of possibilities of creating foreign companies that have no way being traced back to Israel. Shell companies over shell companies who affect the supply chain to our favor. We create a pretend world. We are a global production company. We write the screenplay. We're the directors. We're the producers. We're the main actors. The world is our stage.
So, the company in Taiwan,
Come
Apollo,
on,
did
man.
they know that they were working with people from Mossad?
My goal is to get 50 subscribers, please. Pretty
Neither did
please.
Hezbollah.
Give me.
When they are buying from us, they are buying from the Mossad.
Oh,
We make
God.
like
Oh,
Truman
God.
Show. Everything is controlled by us behind the scene. In their experience,
No.
everything is normal.
Go back up.
Everything
Back
was
up.
100%.
Back up.
Including businessmen, marketing, engineers.
Alright, Green Goraga. You know, Bucky.
This is what I
know him.
believe Charlie Kirk's
He
life
plays stand ball.
A bunch of
What's
people
in
who
here?
infiltrated, surrounded him.
that- is
He
that
had
a
no
hole?
idea that he was living the Truman Show. They controlled everything. They cast people into his life.
hole.
Organization, for
I thought this was like a.
for marketing capitalism.
Yeah, there's another one over
Whereupon they
there.
were working together to just
I'm in the
produce
Skylands.
script.
Yeah, that's what
A
it's called.
script that runs back to Tel Aviv. I believe I correctly put the pieces
I'm gonna
together
put some
of
stuff
Charlie's
here.
assassination very early on. That's why they are deploying people and have been steady deploying
I'll
people
put a
full
house
time
here.
in information war against me. That's our Department of War.
Well, it's
That's
gonna be
behind
like
that.
a.
You know these
It's
people
gonna be
that
a
full-time
house that
videos
was
about
in
Candace
the
Owens,
backgrounds.
like Graham Allen. You know what he was doing right before Charlie died. His official title was Senior Consultant to the Department of War. Now he's allegedly moved to Arizona to full-time assist Turning Point
It's
USA
in the
in
back.
their
It's the
information
backgrounds.
regarding Charlie's assassination. The Department of War being the same department which referred
God, I
to
can't see it.
Erica
I'm
as their
sorry, bro.
emotional assets. Seriously. On the night of the White House Correspondents' Dinner shooting, that wasn't the same department which we've discovered aided Paramount Not So Tactical, another full-time trying to delude the masses. A former Green Beret, also now dedicated to the information war, meant to convince everybody without a shred of evidence that Tyler Robinson climbed onto a
phone.
rooftop and murdered Charlie Kirk in broad daylight because of transgenderism.
okay.
He was really
Oh, I
afraid
guess I'm gonna.
he was going to be murdered the night before.
I'm Dude, stop screaming. You're gonna be okay. It's not like you're running down.
I mean, here's my perspective.
How
Charlie
is that
killed
a
in infantile
93?
operation. That part seems very evident to me. The question
76.
now is how far are they going to go?
Did he break any? He broke
Continue
mostly
this
like
failed
every
cover-up?
single bone in him.
Like, really practically consider
crawling.
that question. Everyone
I think he
knows
broke two
that
of
Tyler
them.
Robinson didn't do it.
I'm gonna just go
It's almost a waste of our
flying
time
into
to
this
keep
thing.
explaining that. Everyone knows that that's just not what happened that day.
And
And yet we're at this strange
That hurt.
intersection, this strange cross point, where they're
Alright,
just
he's
gonna
gonna
keep
fall.
paying people to
Bye-bye.
make videos and keep trying to convince us of a reality that's in it, that isn't. Yeah,
I've been learning
It's gonna take a
Spanish
long
on
time.
Duolingo for free. Me encanta
I put
la
it in.
playa.
Ow. Ow.
maybe you controlled the actors, the directors, the play. You casted people into Charlie's life.
Ah.
You controlled everything up
Oh, that sucks for him.
after Charlie Kirk was assassinated. But the audience has to believe in it, believe in the show, and we don't. Failed. It's not a
What
good show.
is
It's
up?
not being renewed for season 2. We think you did it. We think Charlie Kirk was taken out because a global trafficking ring had to be protected. Now what? Do you just kill more people? Try to make it look like an accident? Do you think that that's going to help? There's never been this much global unity in recognizing why one person's assassination matters so much. And it's what Charlie said when he predicted his death. He said that he was going to die young, it would be time to turn to Quit USA, but also it would save the world. Is this what he meant? It's just the questions that cross my mind now. How far is our Department of War going to take this thing? We'll be right back after a brief break. All right, you guys, do you feel like you're working harder than ever but still falling behind every single month between grocery prices, bills, and credit card debt growing? Does it feel impossible to get ahead?
Let's see how
Every single day and feel off as a that is all how
Let's start seeing.
balance a
See ya.
major